Hey Boomers, it's Boomer Ranger Ron back at the archery field again today. I'm actually going to help a friend out today later on. My friend Billy G from Horn and Fin is going to be doing a review on some hearing protection, some amplification, sound killer aids that you put on when you shoot. And he asked me if I'd come to the club. I said I would do that. Listen, as long as I'm here, I might as well take some time. I got a couple hours now before he's due here. I want to do some serious testing, head testing. So we put 3 containers together with some red liquid in there to facilitate the look and feel of blood. See what kind of blood loss we get. And I put scalpel blades from the deer we shot last year. Now these were in the freezer. I think they are thawed. I'm shooting this on my iPhone because I actually forgot the SD card for my camera. We'll be using we'll also be using the GoPro, and that's because I can control the GoPro. I can control the GoPro from my phone. I can't videotape from the phone at the same time I'm controlling the GoPro. So anyhow, it's a little bit trickier. It's a little bit more difficult. All right, I think that's about it for now. Let's get this thing started. I've got a total of 3 to shoot. One's going to be the Rage 125 grain crossbow X that we used last year very successfully. Then we're going to use a 1.5 Sever. And lastly, I think the 100 grain, I forget the name of the one, but the 100 grain from 10 point. EVO, I think they call it. EVO something. Let's get this thing started because it's hotter than Hades out here. All right, stay tuned. Boy, that was a perfect shot. Let's go down there and take a quick look. See how much liquid we might be losing. Wow, that was perfect. That was just absolutely perfect. And it did. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the liquid pouring out. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? The liquid, the blood is just pouring right out of that thing with the very first shot. Kind of wish I could stop it from the beginning. There won't be any more blood on the next arrow. So let's shoot another arrow, all right? As fast as we can here. So if you noticed, the liquid emptied pretty quickly from bottle number 1 and bottle number 3. But the middle container, because it was so tightly pressing against the first 2, drained last. It took a little while for the liquid to begin to dribble out of the middle container. But nonetheless, the arrow went all the way through, both scapula blades, bones on the front and back, and they deployed and opened fully. Pretty amazing. Well, both arrows did hit. On the second shot with the Sever, I was very low. I was trying not to hit the same arrow from before, and the shot was very low. So, all right, I got to go pick up Mr. Billy G. He's in early. I'm going to leave everything here except my bow. I don't want to leave my bow here, so I'll go down and get him.
You said opening day of shotgun season anyways.
Did I? That's yeah, good. We all make mistakes. This is Billy G from Horn and Fin. He's my guest today. All right, I got to repeat this now because this last shot didn't. This is the first shot with a Rage 125 grain XBX. And this was the third shot with the EVO 100 grain from 10 point. Down the bottom, sadly, I think that one was a Sever. And I aimed too low. Sever 1.5. But in every case, all 3 arrows went all the way through, which means it's going to be a difficult time to get that. All right, folks, thanks for watching. And the Connecticut archery season starts in 30 days. I hope you're all ready. Bye now. So I'm back home now after my little broadhead test. This particular arrow I couldn't shut off without the 10-point tool to be able to open that. My Chinese one, this one here, was very easy to open up. But you'll notice these were filled with red water, and this was I think this was the second shot. The first shot went through here, much higher, and in both cases it was a perfect. Actually, the first shot was right here. Second shot was here. The third shot, I think, was down low. But in every case, we succeeded. This was probably the most devastating. Now, as I had said earlier, this was the second or third time this particular broadhead has been used. And I do think it went through 2 deer last year. Well, it went through 1 deer, and then I went through my last test, the one we shot with the frozen hearts. But to prove the durability, there's a lot of talk about mechanical broadheads being weak and hitting bone and getting destroyed. I mean, this is just amazing. These are the 125 Rage Crossbow X. These are phenomenally strong. That was a 1.5 sever, and you can see that had very little damage as well. That flew through. In both cases, it opened up. And surprisingly, this was only shot through 1 deer once. I don't think it was shot a second time. And this is it did fully deploy, but because I attempted to pull it out of the target that was in the back here, it opened up. So you can see that's the way it was when it was shot, and it opened up, it deployed fully. I'm going to show you that soon. You can see the crack in that bone. Now, these were all shot at 20 yards. I'm going to turn this around real quick. These were all shot at 20 yards, and the first one, as I said, was dead center, exactly where I aimed. So when you're getting this kind of accuracy, you're ready for the archery season. Hope you're practicing. I hope you're ready. We'll see you out there soon. Thanks. You can see shot number 1 with the perfect hole. It deployed fully and opened up, and it may have begun to close after it went through the bone. After it got through the bone, it opened up again, and you got a perfect opening in bottle number 1, jug number 1. It blew through all 3 jugs full of red water, and there it is. It exited perfectly, fully deployed. Simply amazing test on this Rage, on the Rage broadhead. Just really amazing. That's all for today, folks. I think we proved that A, we're shooting well, and B, mechanicals can work great.